Now what's a drop set? A drop set is simply where you start with a heavy weight, get yourself to failure, and now when you can't do any more, you assist yourself by making the weight lighter and continue. So it's a multiple sets, all back to back, non-stop, which means you do a set, make it lighter, continue, get to failure, make it lighter, continue, get to failure, and so on, so on. It's normally done with between 4 to 6 sets, all put together in one big giant set. Now, they are particularly good for not just building mass, but when you're in a fat loss process. Because the more reps you do, the more glycogen is going to be used in your muscle tissue, and now the more calories you get to burn. But most importantly, when you're doing high reps and you are destroying and using all your glycogen stores, your body is now going to respond by switching to a fat burning metabolism. So doing these high reps do work, but high reps and drop sets are particularly good because high reps and drop sets allow you to push your muscle tissue to failure and do it time and time and time again. Now, most competitors will do a lot of drop sets as their last set. So they'll do a normal weight training routine. So the only thing they'll change is their diet and water, and mostly in their contest prep. But they'll just add in a drop set into their very, very last set of each exercise they tend to be doing. So they won't be doing drop sets continuously non-stop. If you do drop sets continuously non-stop, you are definitely prone to neurological fatigue, which will lead to overtraining at a very, very fast speed. So just doing a drop set as your last set to knock out whatever you got left and to burn as much glycogen stores as possible is what is suggested, especially during a fat loss process. Now let's have a talk about German volume training. German volume training is all about taking one big compound movement per day and just doing 10 sets of 10 reps. Now they tend to be the king of all exercises, are the ones that you would pick. So on a day where I train legs, I will do 10 sets of 10 reps doing squats. The next day, and I also do calves and hamstrings as well. But that's the main exercise that you're going to be focusing on for that day. When you train chest, barbell bench press. If you're doing back, either lat pull downs or a barbell row, bent over barbell row. When you're doing, so you get my drift. So you're basically doing the big compound movements, and they're the exercises you choose. Now the reason why we do 10 sets of 10 reps is so you can get the best exercise for those primary muscle groups and just drill the shit out of it. And so what happens is you're not wasting time with with exercises that don't work as well. You're focusing on just the big king exercise. Now, in a program, what you would normally do is you'd normally put in your big king exercise first. So if I'm training legs, I'll normally do squats first, and then I'll move on to lunges or incline leg press, etc., etc. So when you come out of a competition or you come out of a diet phase and you're going into a bulking phase, this is the time when you want to be doing these type of activities, because German volume training allows you to take your main exercise and get your strength back to pace real fast. So I've just come out of a diet phase, I'm not that strong, I'm fairly weak, I'm not as big as I used to be, and I'm now looking to go through into a bulking phase. It will be in my interest to want to find a program that will get my most important exercise and get my strength up to par as fast as possible. And this is where German volume training will come into play. So straight out of a diet phase, jump straight into German volume training. I wouldn't do it for any more than 4 to 6 weeks, and that'll get your main exercise strength back, and now you can slowly start incorporating all the other exercises. So a good way to phase it in is to go by 10 sets of 10 reps, and then cut it down to 6 sets and incorporate 4 sets leg press. And then you'll take the 6 sets and back it down in another 2 weeks and go 2 weeks of 4 sets squats, and then 4 sets of lunges and 4 sets incline leg press, or 4 sets squats, 4 sets leg press, 4 sets leg extension. So in a nutshell, drop sets, awesome for your cutting phase going into a comp. Definitely do it just as your last set and just don't do it consistently non-stop. And then get into your German volume training straight after a comp or straight after a fat loss process, where you're looking to start your bulking phase and starting to get that #1 big strong exercise back up to par as soon as possible.